Meditativeness is one of the main objective of yoga, which unfortunately is missing in all the media and popularity yoga is getting. The 8 stages of traditional Hatha yoga are as below. Yama, non-violence, truth and honesty, non-stealing, non-lust, non-possessiveness. These are social discipline to minimize wasteful thoughts and attachments. Niyama, purity, contentment, discipline in body, speech, mind, study, being aware and involved in every activity. This is personal discipline. Asana, forms, making body comfortable to the point of ignoring it. Pranayama, breathing, inhalation, retention, exhalation techniques. Balance left and right side of energy paths. This and asana allows possibility of pratyahara. Pratyahara, withdrawal of senses. This is where everyone struggles because of not working on the first 4 stages. Each one contributes to this in a significant way. This is where you basically lose sense of the body and external world. Dharana, focus. This happens after concentration reaches to a point where you lose sense of time. If you are aware of time, you are just concentrating. Dhyana, this is meditativeness. If you can be in focus or dharana for certain amount of time, then there is a slight possibility you will touch this phase. It is difficult to maintain this, particularly early in the practice. At the beginning it happens only for few moments, then you fall back and struggle with step 5 or even 3. Samadhi, after you can maintain meditativeness for longer periods, this is where you start touching even higher dimensions of mind. This takes years of practice and guidance from someone who has walked this path. It is mostly unreachable for most as the level of practice, intensity and discipline is too much for those still connected to the material world. This is where you become enlightened or a realized person, ability to see the whole existence as one. A boundless experience and ultimate clarity about life and existence. What has become popular in the West is that of the 3rd stage, which is asanas or forms. The first 5 stages are actually preparatory stages to be able to reach 6, then there is slight possibility of touching the 7th and then in extremely rare cases the 8th. Many people confuse yoga and meditation differently. But the actual meditation is one of the 8 limbs of yoga called yama, social discipline, niyam, individual discipline, asana, postures or physical exercises, pranayama, breathing techniques, pratyahara, discipline of senses, dharana, concentration, dhyana, meditation, samadhi, self-realization. What is meditation? The question, what is meditation, was a question not clear and therefore cannot have the exact answer. But for the most part, it's a question that's always been raised with much concern. This article is an attempt to answer a very vague question, but very often is in place. And this article considers Zen to be a common word that we often encounter, that is, its category, not belonging to a particular religion or sect. Under the term yoga, meditation called dhyana, meaning flow of the mind. This is a state of purity and concentration when the mind is flowing unobstructed, completely immersed in the thought of the universal spirit. Yoga means union with the ultimate source of creation. The English word meditation just means sitting with eyes closed. It doesn't means anything specific. You can close your eyes and do so many nonsensical things. Closest equivalent term is dhyana or meditativeness, which is a consequence when you are in touch with the source of creation within. What is yoga? I think it is better I tell you what is not yoga. So much misinterpretation of the word has happened that speaking about what is not yoga is more relevant. Standing on your head, holding your breath or twisting your body is not yoga. Yes, these are various yogic practices, but when we say yoga, we are referring to a certain state, a certain way of being. The word yoga means union. Union means you begin to experience the universality of who you are. For example, today, modern science proves to you beyond any doubt that the whole existence is just one energy manifesting itself in various forms. If this scientific fact becomes a living reality for you and you begin to experience everything as one, then you are in yoga. Once you experience yourself as everything, or everything as yourself, after that nobody has to tell you how to be in this world. If you experience all the people here as yourself, does anybody have to teach you morals as to how to be? Does anybody have to tell you, don't harm this person, don't kill this person and don't rob this person? So when you are in yoga, you experience everything as a part of yourself, and that is mukti, that is ultimate freedom. Yoga is a science. Yoga has nothing to do with any particular religion. As there are physical sciences to create external well-being, yoga is the science for inner well-being. This yogic science is of utmost importance now, like never before, because today we have tremendous power in our hands. With modern science and technology, tomorrow if we want, we can flatten a mountain or city. When we have this much power in our hands, it is very, very important that we have an inner sense, an awareness of life, and that we experience life and everyone as part of ourselves. Otherwise, we can create a calamity for ourselves and the world around us, which right now we are doing to some extent. This has happened only because we have attended only to the external science. We have never looked at the inner science within us. Just as there is an external science to create external well-being, there is an inner science to create inner well-being. Yoga can be transmitted on many different levels. One is towards one's physical and mental well-being, which includes health and other aspects. Or it could be transmitted as a tool for ultimate well-being. In the sense, you can use this system as a stepping stone to go beyond. If you want, you can use this yoga just to get rid of your backache, or you can use this yoga to get better mental focus and a little peace of mind and happiness in your life. Or you can use this yoga as a way of climbing up to the highest possibility within yourself. Using yoga just for health is not wrong, but it is a crime, because it can be a ladder to the divine. It is a way of approaching the Creator through the creation. It can take you to places where you have never imagined. It is my wish and blessing that you should know the joy of being truly well, not just physical well-being, but to know and exude well-being in all dimensions of your existence.